windy day so far, and I hope you are safe and healthy. Today is a very windy day. There's a lot of noise outside, and sorry for that. I don't know why I chose today to do a voiceover, but I did, and now I'm committing to it. Okay, and so welcome to my sketchbook, in which I have been trying to fill desperately, so I can finish it. And two of the pages that I painted to fill it kind of went together by accident. Wasn't planned at all. I used a lot of warm toned colors. I guess I've been into that recently. I don't know. And so I put them together into this video, and that's what's happening. Yes. I painted some fish, some goldfish, and definitely chose this reference because of this one really derpy looking fish. It looks like the surprised Pikachu meme. How could I not paint this? So, yeah, just looked up some fish because the opposite page is a fish that I painted like 2-3 years ago. It's probably like 2.5 or something. And just wanted to compare how I paint fish now and what I was doing before. And I did paint both in wildly different styles, but I think it's still interesting to compare. I probably should have done it in the same kind of style, but I wanted to paint the derpy fish, so yeah, it's fine. I think it's kind of clear how much my art abilities has evolved and like leveled up. So yeah, and I kind of did the same thing for the second painting in this video, where I painted something kind of related to the other side, but that one's a little bit more drastically different. You'll see a little later. I've also tried to like paint both of these paintings like in a different kind of technique, I guess. I've been trying to use gouache as gouache and not as watercolor, because watercolor is what I'm most comfortable with, so I kind of like fell back on that when I received these gouache. So I kind of applied techniques that I would use for acrylic paint, where like you layer the thicker paint and stuff. And I kind of like how both of them came out. The colors are really bold and separated, and you can see each color clearly, and I think the peach one kind of ended up looking like an oil still life painting, like a really rough one, but like kind of looks like it. And yeah, painting both of these pages was really nice. This derpy one was kind of hard considering the angle of the fish, because I don't know fish anatomy, because I don't know fish anatomy. And yeah, I just really like the derp face though. Who doesn't? And so I've been asked to do a Q&A in the comments of one of my videos, and I was previously thinking of doing a Q&A before, but then I thought no one would really be interested. I also didn't know what questions to answer, since I don't know what kind of information you guys would want from me. There were a couple of questions asking for tips on portrait drawing, so well, that's a whole separate situation, but like I don't know if you guys want information about me or just like art stuff or like art materials, or I don't know. I am planning on making a portrait drawing video now, because I realized that I can't really explain it in the comments. I did reply to the lovely comments that you left of tips for drawing faces, but I realized that it ended up kind of long-winded and very, very vague, and just not helpful at all. So I will try to make a helpful video where I show how I go about doing portrait drawing, and of course share some tips, and hopefully make some sense in it, and Yeah, I just realized that like in the 100 heads challenge video, it was more about the challenge and not so much about drawing itself, so I would love to make that video for you guys. So if you have any questions about portrait drawing or just drawing in general, you can leave them in the comments of this video or the 100 heads challenge video, and I will try to go over them and be more thorough. And also, if you just have any questions in general, of course, leave them in the comments. I do read them all, and I will try to respond to them all. And if they require a more thorough explanation, then I will try to make a video for you too. Yeah. I never really thought I would be the person to give out tips like this, because I'm self-taught, and since I don't know any of the actual technical stuff, since I just kind of wing it, I didn't think it would be helpful, but I realized it might be helpful to people since a lot of people are teaching themselves art, especially now. So yeah, but that doesn't mean that I'm a professional or certified in any way. It'll just be what I can do. So yeah. I kind of explain the art process that I go through with my paintings, but I don't think I go into them in depth, so I feel like maybe I should. I don't think I really know what I'm doing when I paint stuff like this, like in this peach one. I kind of just put some color down. I mean, there are a couple things I thought about. So like this brush that I'm using is a flat brush, which is my favorite kind of brush to use. I don't really like rounded ones. They don't move in the way that I want them to, and you can always use the side of the flat, or at least I can, in the kind of art that I do, and to make smaller strokes. Because I wanted to have the brush strokes, I used the flats. Yeah, these are peaches. So they have a lot of different tones in the like peach skin, so I had to layer them. And I'm kind of glad that I went in with a thicker paint, because I think it just blends together better than if I went in with a thinner paint for this. And I kind of went for an oil still life painting approach, like I mentioned before, because the reference itself kind of looks like it could be used for still life painting, so I did that. And like the napkin or tablecloth that it's in is white, but I knew that I couldn't do white, so I just made like a nude-ish shade. It's like a very, very light pink. And then I didn't want to use black as the shadow, although I did use it like a little bit. So I used like a dark-ish blue. It's just blue in some places, and I don't know, I just kind of like it. And the like folds of this cloth is just like vaguely painted. I didn't try to make it look exactly like the reference, because I knew that you could like kind of tell the gist when I do certain brush strokes that kind of mimic the motion or the fold of this napkin. I don't know what it is. And yeah, this one was really fun to do. I kind of want to study a little bit more on like color theory, and because I don't really, like, I kind of know it, I don't really know it, so I want to do a little of that so that I can get the tones and the shadows and things kind of more accurately. Kind of experimented with stuff in this painting by using just like darker reds and purples for the shadows on the peaches. Oh, and here's a tip. When I paint highlights on, or just accents on top of painted things, I use white and then go over it with the color that I want to use, because I wanted to get the little like the line on the peach to be a little bit more visible, so I used white and then put the color on top of the white so that it stands out a little more. That's kind of it. Thank you for watching. Leave questions down below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and hit the bell. I don't say the bell, but like you should, so that you can know when my new videos go up, and you can know when the sketching video goes up and stuff. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I hope you stay safe and healthy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.